97.9, 105.5 KISS FM. It's Big Poppa and Banna. Scattered showers today. High of 87. Right now, we are at 69 degrees. Over the weekend, America's Got Talent. I think it's really cool that over the last probably year and a half, 2 years, a lot of Central New York has gotten into the spotlight as far as talent competitions. Whether it be Big Sexy on The Voice, whether it be Leon and Rami, and now Robert Channing, AGT on Sunday in studio. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. Something's in the water in upstate New York, I think. You know, that's why we're all on these reality TV shows. You know, we drink the Kool-Aid up here.
Well, you know what it is? It's taken the 4-hour, 5-hour trip down to hit these auditions, and
right.
You know, it's the calculated risk, if you will. You know, is the show worth it? Is it going to be, do I have that shot? And a lot of times, you got to get into this, first and second seasons, third seasons even, to be like, you know what? Yeah, I can do that. And, to get the nerve up to do it, where like if you live down in the city, you audition for stuff on a daily basis.
Oh, yeah. I mean, tell you what, when I went, what they did is they called me up. I was in my office. I was just getting ready to send something to Jimmy Fallon. I have this glitter painting that I do where I send a video out, and then, they would look at it and go, oh, that'd be neat. I'd like you on the show, maybe. Well, just before I went to send that out, I got a call in my office from a producer from America's Got Talent saying, hey, we saw your video of Marilyn Monroe that you did online. Could you come down and do the show? And I go, well, geez, aren't I supposed to audition for it? So they go, no, well, you sort of already did online because we saw your video. They do video auditions.
That's how Leon and Rami got in too. They got a phone call from producers saying, "Hey, why don't you come down and audition?" And it was a guaranteed you're in front of the 4 judges, right?
Right. Yeah. Okay. Definitely. Yeah. So it was a good time. I went down there and I said, "Okay, I'll give it a shot." And they actually loved it. I mean, they did cut out a lot of the stuff that I did. I had a 2-minute standing ovation. Really, I'm not just saying that to say it, but I really did. They cut that out. They cut out Howard Stern going crazy and Mel B going nuts. And I don't know why they did it, other than maybe they have plans in the future to make it a little bit bigger,
Right. And that was one of the things, like, you're really at the what's the word?
Mercy.
Yeah, you're at the mercy of the editors
right.
and the producers because, they have to take a full day or sometimes 2 days of auditions and figure out how much of each person is going to be. And they're doing it after the fact. So, who's getting what and, is it going to be fair? And and it really is who's got the storylines. I mean, there's a lot of that goes into it. So take me into, the audition was in New York City, correct?
Yeah, Paul, a friend of mine, New York City, Madison Square Garden. A friend of mine, Paul Kroll, he lives in the area. He's a good friend of mine.
Just let me introduce. Sure. Let me interrupt. Did you ever think you'd play Madison Square Garden?
Oh, no.
I mean, just as an entertainer, be like, wait, I get to Madison Square Garden?
Right.
Because that's
the place.
Yeah,
man.
for most people, that's like, the Madison Square Garden. That's what's up, right?
Yeah. That was awesome. I mean, I played different venues. The funny thing is, I did a show for Dish Network, the big company Dish Network, out at the Colorado Convention Center with Howie Mandel a few years ago with REO Speedwagon, the old band REO Speedwagon. So it just so happens I'm doing this thing down there, and he's judging, because we hung out backstage, and it was weird. And, he probably doesn't remember me because I went on I'm known as the world's greatest mentalist. I do a mind reading show.
I was gonna bring that up, but go ahead. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Go ahead.
Okay, and so I just switched it around to I love speed painting. I got into speed painting a while back. I learned to figure paint, of course, in preschool. And then I met
That's where I stopped.
Thank God.
That's all I got.
Right.
Thank God he did.
But there's this old godfather of speed painting named Denny Dent. And Denny Dent, I hung out with 1988, 89, and I learned his techniques. And I just kept it to myself dormant for a while. And I got the guts to go out and try it. And when I did, I got a spectacular review. And I've been doing it ever since then. And I just have like 2 acts. I've been doing the mind reading show for 30 years all over the world. And decided to do something different and fun. My daughter does it with me, and my son, Garrett, he's 9 years old. So we've done it before, and it's a lot of fun.
Very cool. We got Robert Channing in studio. America's Got Talent on NBC. Made it to the second round. RobertChanning.com is the website. Also, you can follow him on Twitter at Robert_Channing and follow him on Facebook as well. You got a little time?
I do.
All right. So why don't we do this? Why don't we break, come back? I want to get a little bit more behind the scenes stuff.
Sure.
And a little of your background, because it's one of those, like, we've known who each other are for a long time,
Sure.
but we really haven't had a chance to have like a real conversation.
I know.
So I'm definitely enjoying this. Robert Channing in studio. Going to break, come back. Big Poppa Banna, Kiss FM. 7:54 at Kiss FM with Rixton, me and my broken heart. It's Big Poppa and Banna. Scattered showers today, high 87. Right now we are at 70 degrees. You saw him on America's Got Talent on NBC over the weekend. Made it through to the next round. Mr. Robert Channing is in studio. Good morning
Big Pop,
again.
good morning again, and good morning, Banna.
Good morning.
Now, from what I've always remembered, you were always, quote unquote, the mentalist.
Right.
So when I heard through the grapevine that you were going to be on, and I'm like, oh, and then you were painting. I'm like, what? How? What? Wait,
Right.
I thought, did he give up the Is it the same guy? Like it confused me for a little bit.
Yeah, right. 30 years I've been doing the mind reading shows as the world's foremost mentalist all over the world, and I do 150 dates a year doing that. But I decided one day, I love painting. A mentor of mine, Denny Dent, 1988-89, I saw him, and I've been having my talent dormant for a while. My daughter came home with some glue and glitter one day, and I've been painting before that. And then she said, I have this project to do. I said, can you help me, Dad? And I said, yeah. Her name is Gabrielle. And I said, I'll do the project with you.
Hi, Gabrielle. Okay.
There's Alexander back there and Garrett. I don't know if they're listening.
Hi, Alexander. Hi, Garrett. Okay.
Thank you. They're going to love that. But anyway, I got into painting, and I said, let's try this thing, this glue and glitter painting. And so I just put glue on a black canvas, 5 foot by 6 foot canvas, and I threw glitter at it, and it stuck, and the image just appeared, and it was really wild. So I just started doing it.
Very cool. Now, obviously, you're available to do, depending upon what happens with America's Got Talent,
right.
You're available to do private parties, corporate functions,
right.
Things of that nature. Hit up RobertChanning.com for all the details on that if you want him to come to your private event, your corporate event, and whatnot.
Right.
I saw the video of you on AGT.
Oh,
but I also saw the video of you at the Leon and Rami show at the Stanley. The way you're able to do it and the way you're able to throw it together and the timing of it, it really is impressive.
Oh, I appreciate that. I work hard on it. I mean, it took me a month and a half. Actually, it took me about 2 months to do Leon and Rami's because I had to get the timing. It was a little long when I did it on the Stanley Theater.
Well, you're doing two faces too. It's not just one.
Right.
It's two, and you got to make sure you get it right.
Yeah, that's why I took my time a little bit because I'm in front of like 3,000 people. The Stanley sold out for Leon and Rami's show. And I'm going, I want to make these guys proud. So a buddy of mine says, just take your time. 4 or 5 minutes will be fine. Everybody's going, this guy sucks. You look at they're watching the thing. Oh, this guy must stink. I don't know what it is. And all of a sudden, when you throw the glitter and it goes boom, it's worth the wait. People say
it really and truly is.
It is. It's awesome.
So you've made it through to the second round.
Yes.
And now last year there was a Vegas round, but that's not the case this year, correct?
I think because, from what I understand, Howard Stern really just wanted everything in New York City, and it's really, the show's around Howard Stern.
Yeah, absolutely is. Yeah, he's got his show, that's in New York City. He's not a big fan of traveling, so as much New York City as they can do, that's what they're doing.
Right, and Leon and I were comparing notes, and he said, I asked him, I go, what am I supposed to expect? He goes, you got to expect the unexpected. He goes, we didn't know. I won't say what he said, but we didn't know anything, and they just got a hold of us when they wanted to. So really, we have two 30-page contracts almost, and Leon's probably told you about this. And really, you can't. They told me I could do media now. They said I could do media before, but don't give anything away. But now I can tell pretty much everything except for.
And that's why I wanted to hold off until because you
Sure.
you had contacted me before the appearance, and I really wanted to get to talk to you after because I really like hearing the behind the scenes stuff. Like how much, how long was your segment on stage? Did you get a chance to talk to the judges, especially Howard, considering it was his thing? Did you get a chance to talk to him outside of being on the stage? Was there any FaceTime at all? With that?
Yeah, definitely. Here's the behind the scenes. I've never told anybody before this, but I'll give it blow by blow in the matter of like 10, 15 seconds, if you don't mind. So I get there, I go do my thing, I set up my show, sound check everything. Everybody's really cool. I'm supposed to be on like later on in the afternoon. I'm backstage, and they're holding me in the thing, and they go, "Oh, we want you on right now." I'm like, "Holy moly, really? Right now?" So they put me on before the regular break. So I go out there, I go, boom, I come out, I tell Nick Cannon, I go, Nick, he goes, what do you do? I go, I speed paint. Well, how long have you been doing it? Since I was in preschool. I did finger painting. He goes, finger painting? I can do finger painting. He's laughing at me, Boom, I go on the stage, and they say, where are you from? Or who are you? I go, Robert Channing. Where are you from? I go, I'm from upstate New York, a Utica area, a little town called New Hartford, which they edited that out.
Right.
And he said, well, what do you got? And I go, okay, well, my goal here today, just for today, is to get the longest standing ovation in America's Got Talent history.
Wow.
So that's what I said to them, and they go, oh, okay, all right. So I go do the thing. Boom, I hit the thing. Everybody's on their feet. They didn't show this. The judges were on their feet. I'm not supposed to tell you. I'm probably not supposed to tell you all this. So, but anyway, I'll tell you a little bit.
Okay.
And it went well.
I won't tell. Don't worry.
I don't know. Yeah. But I'm thinking to myself what my contract says right now. They're not supposed to say the stuff behind it. But anyway, it went really well. And then after when Howard came on stage, he asked me if I would give the painting to him. And he goes, can I have the painting? I love it. Can I have it? Can I have it? And I go, yeah, man, you can have it. Just donate it to your charity. He says, yeah, like this. And he signed a thing. He talked about me a little bit after. And then went off the stage. And Mel B said, why the F didn't you paint me?
Did you tell her that you didn't have enough glitter for the cleave? Because, I mean, the girls have been out lately. I'm just saying.
Right. You got it. And then Heidi says, Robert, can you paint me right now on the stage? Right now, she says, can you just take more time and do me right now up on the stage? I'm like, okay, but, she was just having fun with me. And then Howie Mandel gave me this biggest compliment, I think, what I thought was for me anyway. He said, I'm a big fan of Denny Dent, speed painter. We've had speed painters on the show before, but Robert, you took this to a whole new level.
Very cool.
And they didn't show that. But anyway, that's what I have that on video. My girl at the office took video
from the side,
when she wasn't supposed to, but I have it.
No, we won't tell you. You've represented Central New York very, very well.
Yeah.
So have you. Both of you guys. Thank you.
you.
No, you're great, Big Pop. I love you.
Here's the deal. I wake up early and I complain that there was no Splenda. That's what I did today.
That's every morning thing.
So congratulations on everything, and I can't wait to follow your journey as you move on, and we'll have you back in as things progress and whatnot.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Robert Channing, everybody.